Today, we're gonna speak real English. At least, this is what Unlock English with Hannah and her video title has told me. She says 25 phrases Brits use every day. Speak real English. So, for me as a German, this sounds really intriguing. I want to know what phrases British people use every single day and how to speak real English. Let's get into it.
Today, we will be going over 25 expressions that British people use every day, often without even thinking about it. If you would like to sound more natural, more fluent, and just more confident when you're speaking English, these are the phrases you need to have in your back pocket.
Sounds good to
Grab
me.
yourself a cuppa. Let's crack on. First up, casual greetings. You won't often hear, "How are you today?" You can sometimes, but
Interesting.
it is
I've watched a
very
video
formal.
about that
Instead, you'll
just a
hear
few
things
days ago.
like, "You all right?" Said quickly, "You're right, you're right,
You're right.
you're right, you're right, you're right." And it means, "How are you? Are you okay? Are you okay?" For example, "You're right, mate. You look knackered." "All right, mate." Very British, very friendly, very informal. "You're right, mate."
You're right, mate. You look knackered. Okay. If I would have gotten that response, I wouldn't know what that even means. Does that mean the person is good or not good? You look knackered. You look tired? Is that what it means?
"You're right, mate. How was the weekend?" "How's it going?" "How's it going?"
How's it
Meaning,
going?
how is everything? "Hey, how's it going? Still stuck with that project?" "How are you getting on?" Meaning, how's life? How are you managing?
Mhm.
Example, "How are you getting on with that new job then? Everything all right? Are things okay with you? Everything all right at home?" And how's things? Even though this is
How's
grammatically
things?
incorrect and it should be how are things, you'll more often hear how's things.
Oh my gosh, she just addressed it. When I watched this other video a few days back, I think I have uploaded it at the time. Again, Lily, do you please not scratch that cat tree while I'm recording? Lily, could you please stop now? Thank you. I don't know if I will have uploaded that other video when this one comes online. I do think I will, though. So you will see how I do ask the question when it comes to the sentence, how's things? Like, isn't that grammatically wrong because it should be how are things? Because things is plural. So how come you say how is things? That sounds incorrect to me, but wasn't addressed in that other video, and she just did. Which, thank you very much. My question has been answered. I like that.
How's life in general? You good? Meaning, are you doing okay? Short and sharp. You good?
You
For
good?
example,
Yeah.
"You good, mate?
You
You
good?
seemed a bit off yesterday." A cultural note between the UK and the US, and I'll add in a story here. It's very common in the UK to just say, "You're all right," quite a lot. "You okay? You right? You good? Yeah, you're right." However, I had an American roommate and I kept asking her that. "You okay? How you doing? You okay?" And after a while, she went, "Why do you keep asking me that? Do I look like I'm not okay?" Because for her, saying, "Are you okay?" the whole time meant I thought she wasn't okay. That's not
Oh.
it at all. In the UK, it's just a form of greeting. But bear in mind, in the US, if you ask someone, "Are you okay?" the whole time, they think it means something else. Whereas in the UK, it's very common to frequently say, "You right? You good? All right?"
Mhm.
Cultural difference there.
But I thought in America, people were like asking that question just as much as in the UK. I thought in America, when it comes to service, for example, in a restaurant or in a supermarket, like you will get asked that question a lot. As soon as you enter the store, you will be greeted with like, "Hello, how are you today?" I think that how it works in America. No, I'm not sure anymore. If I mean, me as a German, if I were to ask this question every single day, I would probably be annoyed. I wouldn't wonder whether this person thinks that I'm not okay or not. I would be like, can you please not do this every single day? Because I'm stubborn, and if you don't stop doing that, I will give you a detailed explanation of whatever I'm feeling in that moment whenever you ask me, and I will put you into a talk about my life every single time, because I'm like, if you ask me how I'm doing, you'll get an answer from me. That would be my response for me as a German. I'm like, don't ask me how I'm doing if you don't want to know, if it's just a phrase. That's not every German. I'm not speaking for every single German. I'm speaking for myself. And I also know other people that think alike. But that doesn't mean that every single German is like that. But personally, I would be very annoyed with that if it's every single day. If it's just a phrase. If that person were really interested into knowing how I am, that's completely different. Because, for example, I do ask my husband every single day. Like, every day he wakes up and every day I wake up, because we wake up at different times because he's working night shifts. Every single time he wakes up, I'm like, hey, how are you? But I'm really interested in knowing how he is. I'm not just phrasing it because it's like a greeting. I really want to know how he is. And I expect him to be honest, not just giving a, yeah, I'm okay, how are you kind of answer. I really want to know how he is when I ask him that.
Let's move on to casual everyday expressions. Just having a laugh. This means I'm joking around, don't take it too seriously.
Oh, okay.
For example, don't get annoyed, we're just having a laugh. We're just having a laugh. Long time no see. That means
I know
has
that
been
one.
ages since we
Yeah.
last saw each other. Hey,
Is that
long time no
British?
see. How are you getting on? What have you been up to recently? Fingers crossed. This means I'm hoping for a good result.
Wait, are those phrases Brits use every day that are both valid in American and in British English, or are those phrases that originate from the UK? I'm a little confused now because I have heard of those expressions before from American people as well, and fingers crossed is something that I say every single time. Like, I use it over and over again, and I wouldn't put it in a British corner, if you know what I mean. Also, like, long time no see. I would just say that, not thinking that it was something specifically British to say. So maybe she's just talking about phrases as British people use, but actually it's neither American nor British English, it's just English. I'm confused. But I do use that expression a lot, fingers crossed. A lot. Fun fact about the German language, we do have something similar to fingers crossed, which would be this, fingers crossed. Can't really do that. My fingers don't do that. I can do it with the right one, way easier than with the left one. No, doesn't work. In German, when we want to say fingers crossed to a person, we do not cross the fingers, but we push our thumbs. We press our thumbs. We're like, ich drück dir die Daumen. I press my thumbs for you. That's the fingers crossed in German. So it's still something along the lines of we're using the hand in order to do something, but it's a little different.
For example, ooh, you have your exam tomorrow. Fingers crossed for you.
She
Fingers
can do it
crossed
so
the
much
weather
better than
holds
me.
up for the weekend.
So,
hang on or hold
probably
on.
because
That
she's from
means
the UK and
wait
she
a
uses
moment.
it a lot.
For example,
Yeah,
hang on a
hang
sec.
on.
I'm just grabbing my coat. Hold on a minute, please. I'm not finished. Absolutely. This means obviously, definitely,
Yeah.
yes, of course, but we use it quite a lot in the UK. Yes, absolutely. For example,
Okay, so
are you
it's
coming
just
to the
words
pub
that you
later?
use a lot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The next phrases are for handling situations. First one, I'm on it. I'm on it means I'm dealing with it right now. For example, don't worry about those emails. I'm on it. I'll answer. No worries. No worries means it's okay, no problem at all. For example, thanks for helping out. No worries, mate. It's an informal way of saying you're welcome as well. Oh, thanks for
I'm sorry, but I just have to ask. Maybe that sounds like a dumb question, but she always adds the word mate at the end of some of her sentences. Do you differentiate between a woman or a man when you say that, or do you differentiate between an adult person or a kid when you say mate to someone, or can mate be anyone? Young person like kid, adult, elderly person, girl, boy, woman, man? Is it like everyone's just a mate? That's just a very general word in order to describe a person? Because I've never heard like a female version of it.
as well. Oh, thanks for that. Oh, no worries. No worries at all.
No
It
worries, yeah.
slipped my mind. This means I
Mhm.
completely forgot
I
about
forgot
something.
it.
For
Yeah.
example, oh, sorry, I didn't call you back. It totally slipped my mind. To call it a day. To
Yeah.
call it a day means let's stop working. For example, it's 6 p.m. Should we call it a day?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's go to the pub. We don't spend all our time in the pub, but British people do love a drink. It is true. Next one. Can't be bothered. Oh,
I can't be bothered.
This means
Out of all the sentences that she's just talked about, this to me seems like the most British one. And for me as a foreigner, I can't read that sentence in an American way. I can't be bothered. I really have to try to say this in an American accent for me as a German who does terrible American or British accents. But if I were to try, I can't be bothered. I really have to try because my mind instantly goes to can't be bothered. It's like instantly changing, which is interesting for me because it does that for some sentences, but not for many. But this is a specific one where my mind is completely into British English. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. It's just like this is. If I were to speak or try to speak in an American accent and this sentence would come up in the middle of my speech, I would say this in a more British way. It's just so funny to me. So this is the first one where I'm like, okay, British English. This is where my mind puts it. The other ones were more like, could be American just as easy. But can't be bothered is the most British sentence for me ever. Weird.
this means I don't have the energy or motivation to do something. I don't want to do it. I can't be bothered. If you wanted to make it a bit ruder, we can sometimes say, I can't be asked. Can't be asked.
I've never heard
can't
that
be
before.
asked to go to the gym. I'm feeling too lazy. Can you do this project for me? Sorry, can't be bothered. Can't be asked. Can't be asked is obviously a bit.
Wait, I'm just noticing something. Oh, I think I've heard that expression before. I can't be asked. However, I always thought that due to the fact that it's a British accent, that this meant I can't be asked with a K. I thought it meant I can't be asked to do that, which the meaning is would be the same meaning. I can't be asked to do that. So I always took it for I can't be asked. That's why I've never heard I can't be asked because for me it always, oh my gosh, really? That's so funny. I always thought people were saying I can't be asked. No, that's so funny.
Bit ruder and only to be used around friends. Sometimes you see the abbreviation CBA, which stands for can't be asked. Want to go to the gym with me now? Sorry, CBA, can't be asked.
Good to know.
The next ones we use to talk about opinions or feelings. Feeling a bit under the weather. That means I'm not feeling very well.
Great,
For example, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. I might call in sick to work. Feeling a bit under the weather.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. This means it is an obvious, easy decision. Should we take the free upgrade? It's a no-brainer. And this is in one of my idiom videos as well. To cut to the chase.
Yeah.
To cut to the chase means to get straight to the point.
Cut to the chase, is that the more British version of don't beat around the bush? Stop beating around the bush, cut to the chase. Is one more American English and one more British English, or is it like equal?
Right, let's cut to the chase. Are you in or out? It's not my cup of tea. This means I don't really like it.
Okay, again, this is a British sentence for me. It's not my cup of tea is nothing. Like, I can't say this in an American accent either. Let me try. It's not my cup of tea. See? Tea. Can I say tea in an American accent? I don't think I can anymore. It's been replaced by the British version. It's not my cup of tea. That was probably really bad because my mind immediately goes to, it's not my cup of tea. I've watched too much Doctor Who in order to be able to still say that in an American way. So funny. I do have sentences that I couldn't ever speak in an American accent ever again because it's been Briticized. If that's even a word. It's not my cup of tea.
It's not for me. Horror films, not my cup of tea. That's the example I use all the time because, as you probably guess, I don't like horror
Oh, I
films.
love horror
Each
films.
to their own. Or
Oh,
sometimes you hear different variations.
each to their
Each
own.
their own or to each their own. Each to their
You
own.
do you,
And this
each
means
to their
that
own.
everyone has different tastes. You might not agree with their preference, but everyone is entitled to their own preference. Marmite, a classically British
Still want
condiment
to try
put
that.
on toast. Marmite. We have an expression: you love it or you hate it. You love Marmite. Fair play, each to their own. You're going to eat all of that? To each their own. Really? You love the rain? To each their own. And finally, endings and encouragement. To face the music. This means dealing with the consequences of your actions. For example, he forgot their anniversary. It's time to face the music. Wrap it up. This means to finish off or to conclude something. Right, let's wrap it up and go for a pint at the pub. You following the theme there? Best of luck. Obviously, this means good luck and it's polite or friendly. Best of luck. Good luck. Best of luck with your interview. I hope it goes really well. A bonus one, this is more in the theatre circles, but we also have the expression break a leg.
Yeah.
To break a leg, counterintuitively, also means good luck, but normally within some sort of performance. When you're singing or dancing.
I thought that was more American English as well.
It's because it is superstitious to say good luck or best of luck. So if you are acting in a play, you would say break a leg rather.
Maybe I do put it more into the American corner because I have watched so many American TV shows and movies where they always said that sentence and like break a leg every time it comes to a play. And in American TV shows and movies, the amounts of times they did plays from like Romeo and Juliet, for example. I mean, I do watch a lot of TV shows about school, about high schoolers or universities or something. And every single time there is a school involved, they will have a play at some time in the script. There is this, we have to do the Romeo and Juliet kind of deal. And almost every single time you hear that sentence, break a leg. So my mind puts it more into the American corner.
So if you are acting in a play, you would say break a leg rather than best of luck. That was a lot, wasn't it? 25/26 everyday British expressions to help you sound more fluent and natural when you're speaking English. Spoken English is not necessarily the English that you learn in textbooks. And on a day-to-day basis, you're more likely to hear these types of phrases than you are the official, formal English that you learn in the textbook. So videos like this are really helpful. I hope those phrases were ammunition for you to be more fluent and more confident in your English speaking. Practice these in your conversations and I promise you will feel the difference straight away. Come to the UK and practice them with us. Subscribe if you enjoyed this and you don't want to miss another video. And
I wish I could just come to the UK. But what she said just there, like, you sound more like a native speaker if you're using those kinds of phrases, is so true. There wasn't a single one that I didn't know. There wasn't a single one where I'm like, okay, I've never ever heard that before, or I haven't ever used it, or hear somebody else using it when they were talking to me. However, most of the times I gotta admit that, and that's why I always refer to my English as not as good as it could be when people are telling me otherwise all the time. However, I feel like I am not using those kinds of phrases when I am speaking most of the time because my mind just uses those easy to go English words, the ones I learned in school, for example, like she said, the textbook English, instead of replacing them with the more cooler versions. The ones she just said there. It's like I know those when somebody were to talk to me and use them. I'm like, yeah, of course, I know what you mean. However, my brain doesn't insert them into the sentences that I do speak to other people most of the time. It's rather taking the easy way out, the textbook easy English, the word for a word English, if you will, rather than using idioms and cooler ways to form a sentence and to say things. So this video was really cool. I feel like it's a video that I should watch more than just once in order to really get there and in order to remember the things she said in the video. Most of them have slipped my mind already. See what I did there? So fingers crossed I will remember them in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye! Out of all the sentences,